Hey folks, and here is the KYN News Medley of the week.
The Daily Mail reports that a woman in England gave a whole new meaning to the term bottomless brunch after she got wedged upside down behind a restaurant sofa while her friends captured the moment on film. 40-year-old Lindsay Clark was part of a wine-filled celebratory brunch for the 47th birthday of her friend Julie Jackson at a restaurant called 1225. Clark reached to grab a jacket for her friend when she suddenly became the victim of gravity, or perhaps the effects of the wine, tipped over and fell behind the sofa, leaving her legs and feet sticking out from the corner of the dining room. Seizing the opportunity to permanently capture the moment, Lindsay's friends pulled out their phones before seeking help from two of the restaurant staff members. After a battle that involved tugging on her shins, Miss Clark was eventually placed back on the sofa and proved to be a good sport, laughing through her ordeal. Said the birthday girl, Miss Jackson, "We were drinking all sorts, but a lot of Prosecco." She added, "It's not a birthday I'll forget." Julie shared the video on her Facebook page, which racked up thousands of likes. She said about her friend Lindsay, "She's always wanted to be famous, although I don't think this is how she expected it to happen."
Non-fungible tokens, or NFTs, have become all the rage as a revolutionary new investment, but sometimes perceived value does not match reality. CoinDesk reports that a crypto entrepreneur named Sina Astavi purchased the NFT of Twitter founder Jack Dorsey's first ever tweet for $2.9 million in March of 2021. In April of 2022, Astavi announced on Twitter that he wished to sell the NFT and pledged 50% of its proceeds to charity. The initial purchase was at the time among the most expensive sales of an NFT and came during a period when interest was high in the niche digital asset. Astavi put the tweet up for resale on the popular NFT marketplace OpenSea at a price of $48 million, or more than 16 times what he paid. But after the first week, there were just 7 total offers, with the highest coming in at just $277. Astavi made the news in May of 2021 after being arrested in his native Iran after he was detained along with members of his blockchain firm, Bridge Oracle, on charges of disrupting the country's economic system as ordered by the Special Economic Crimes Court. Bridge Oracle subsequently collapsed following his arrest, as did another venture called Cryptoland. Astavi remained confident in the value of his NFT. "This NFT is not just a tweet. This is the Mona Lisa of the digital world," he said. "It looks like this is one investment asset that won't be changing hands anytime soon."
WKRC-TV in Cincinnati reports that a local man may be in line to get nearly $500,000, all because of a birthday party he didn't want. Kevin Burling worked at Gravity Diagnostics in Covington, Kentucky, for about 10 months in 2019. The company would normally do birthday celebrations for its workers, but because Burling suffers from anxiety disorders and panic attacks, he asked the company not to celebrate his birthday. According to the lawsuit, the office manager forgot his request and still held a birthday party for Burling. That triggered a panic attack, and so he left and spent his lunch hour in his car. His bosses held a meeting with Burling the next day about the incident, triggering another attack. At that point, company managers told him to leave for the weekend and then subsequently fired him, telling him they were worried about him being angry and possibly becoming violent. His lawyer, Tony Butcher, says Burling wasn't being violent but was using coping techniques to calm himself down. He adds the company apparently was more concerned about others than his clients' well-being. They started giving him a pretty hard time for his response to the birthday celebration, actually accusing him of stealing his co-workers' joy, Butcher said. A jury believed Burling, however, and awarded him $450,000 in damages, including $300,000 for mental anguish. This may sound cliche to say that the money was really secondary in this thing, Butcher said. It was a big step for someone who doesn't like that kind of attention, to stand up in front of 12 jurors and stand up for himself.
Fox 2 Detroit reports that snack time in a kindergarten classroom took an unexpected turn after a student brought alcohol to school and shared it with her classmates. According to parents whose daughters were served the beverage, a little girl had brought in single-serve, pre-mixed Jose Cuervo margaritas to school in her backpack. It all went down at Grand River Academy in Livonia, Michigan. Multiple students were given Dixie cups full of the mixed tequila drink and consumed it thinking it was juice. Parents were baffled when they learned what happened. She felt woozy, a little dizzy, Dominique Sanders said of her daughter. Another parent, Alexis Smith, said, "I had a small conversation with my daughter, nothing big, and she told me that the girl knew it was liquor." The parents are obviously angry about what happened, but not with the child. They're directing that anger at school officials at Grand River Academy. They're wondering how it happened and how it could have been prevented. The school released a statement that says, in part, "While we try to keep an eye on everything our students bring to school, that's simply not possible. It's unfortunate that these types of adult beverages can be easily mistaken for child-friendly drinks." The school said they would hand out discipline to the student, if necessary. But Smith and Sanders both say it's the parents of the kindergartner who should be punished. Said Miss Smith, "If your child knows what it is, nothing wrong with it, but they should know not to touch it."
RESPECT. Click the subscribe button and find out what it means to me. Nah, that doesn't have a ring to it. But if you like videos about real news stories that are funny, stupid, or weird, subscribe now.